Csacsi, the grin has been ear to ear since you've come and sat down. What does it mean to you to win that series?
I mean, it was such a tough series because it went all 5 games, and the Fischer told me at the beginning when I talked with him that he expects it to go at 5 games, and I was like a bit skeptical about it, but it actually happened, and Splice was closer to win this series, but once we realized that what's important is our gameplay and we focused more on that, I think we were back on track.
Talk to me, Upset, about how that game was for you. A lot of pressure. We saw the Ezra, we saw the Kai'Sa. Over the 5 games, what are you feeling when you look back?
I definitely felt really bad after game 2 because I had my best champion and usually I do really well on Ezreal, but even though I was winning lane and pressuring a lot, at some point I did a lot of sloppy mistakes that I wouldn't do in the regular season, so I was getting a bit worried and felt quite bad, especially after we lost the 3rd game as well. But then I realized that I didn't get worse just over these 2 games, and if I play to my strengths, I can still show that I'm really good, and I think my Kai'Sa definitely helped us a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that over the course of the series. I want to go back to how the series started. We go all the way back to game 1. It was super even. It was super slow. It was actually the lowest kill game of the summer split. It shocked us a little bit. And then we get to this crazy base race. Who made the call? And, what was communication like? Let's start with Csacsi.
It was actually pretty clear for us. I'm not entirely sure who made the call. Probably Nuke mentioned that we can TP.
Yeah, Nuke mentioned. I called it then.
Yeah, and then all of us just jumped on it and told that this is the plan now. So if the enemy starts the dragon, we just go for it.
Upset, don't lie to me. Was it calm and collected, or was it crazy and we can do it, we can do it?
It was actually quite calm, I think. I was sweating a bit because I was TPing next to Ana and Gragas, I think. But the brush was not walled, so we win this time, I guess.
Dude, you have such a cheeky grin. How close were you to potentially throwing if that teleport had been interrupted?
I mean, we would have lost, I think, if it was interrupted, but I kind of thought I didn't have a ward, so I just flipped a coin, and I was got heads.
Flip a coin, it landed where you wanted it to. Yeah. Let's step back from the series and talk a little bit about what was it like coming into this. I think there was a huge amount of expectation, a huge amount of pressure. A lot of hype has been around, Schalke all year long. Didn't make playoffs in spring, and now you're in the semi-finals. Csacsi, did you feel that pressure and expectation internally and externally?
I actually didn't feel that much of a pressure, even though, for me as well, this playoffs is like something that I haven't had for a while, and for the others as well. But other than that, I felt well prepared for the match because our week of practice was really good as well. But I think a lot came down to adaptation during the series because it's actually really important to find the power picks during a best of 5 and adapt well. And that's what we managed to do later on.
Yeah, definitely seemed to be the case. And what about yourself, Upset? One of the sort of prodigy AD carries. There was a lot of pressure in spring coming in and seen your growth throughout the year. But how have you personally felt?
I didn't feel that pressured anymore after spring split because it couldn't get worse than this. So I just wanted to go all out and show what I can do today. I didn't feel that pressured, but I think we still managed to play worse than usual. At least our week of practice was very good, and today we played fine, but I think we have a lot of stuff to look over again and improve for the semi-finals because Vitality is definitely a really strong team and we have to prepare as much as possible.
Yeah, definitely going to be the case. Only a couple more questions for you to PGL. Let's look forward to those semi-finals. I think it's exciting. Schalke versus Vitality. There's a lot of history between the teams and a lot of the players. Upset versus Attila. There's this sort of little bubbling rivalry that's growing a little bit. What does that mean to you, looking forward, knowing that you've played against these guys so many times and there's this edginess between the two teams?
I mean, for me, it's always fun to play versus these guys because we have been playing against each other since Challenger Series, and it's always a very close game. I lost most of the time, so this time I hope to turn that record around on them. But yeah, I think Viz botlane improved a lot. Before I didn't really see them as a threat. I thought their top set was just really good, but now they play better as well, so I'm excited for this.
Got it. I'm looking forward to it as well. Csacsi, last question to you. We've been hearing Year of Nukeduck a lot. This was a gift that Deficio has been carrying around and looking after, okay? We've been talking a little bit about the summer of Schalke. How far are you and Schalke 04 going this summer?
I would say all the way to the finals is something.
See, they want more confidence. They want more confidence. Try to get with the,
all the way to the finals.
There we go. That's
and,
better.
first place.
There we go. That's what I wanted to get. Gentlemen, congratulations on the win. It was one hell of a series. We're going to head to Sharks and Crew for post-game lobby.